Warm it up.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
We're live, I think.
Happy Friday. Please let us know if you can hear and see us okay. We did feed the internet squirrels this morning.
Yes.
But there were some squirrely things happening.
We also fed the internet chipmunks.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday we fed the internet geese. Yeah. Just in case.
Because we didn't want any honking.
Yeah, we didn't want no honking during our live party. And what else?
And a vole.
And a vole, the little internet vole. We fed him too.
Poof.
He was adorable.
Yes.
What's going on over
We've
here?
been feeding
Picnic?
everybody, so hopefully, yes. Are you having a picnic?
I smell picnic.
Wonderful. Okay.
I can see and hear you.
Great.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you very much. Super. Okay, so welcome to round 3 of the Granny Square game. I'm going to just do... We're going to do a really super quick recap for anybody who hasn't managed to catch it yet or hasn't quite gone back and seen the other 2 rounds first. We did round 1 a couple weeks ago. We did round 2 last week. And now we're into round 3.
We're into round 3, week 3, I believe.
Week 3, yeah.
Yes.
So the whole point, look at this. I even match one of my squares.
Look at that.
Yeah, fancy. I didn't even plan that.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
The whole point of the Granny Square game is to definitely use up the yarn you have on hand. It's sort of a fun way to go through your stash, or even if you're going out to buy yarn, especially for a project, that's fine too. But you grab yarn and you put it aside. You take 6 main colors and you number them 1 through 6, or just set them in front of you in orders 1 through 6. And then you also want a bag of scraps. This is where it's handy to kind of use up other little tiny bits and bobs, balls of stuff that were left over from other projects maybe, or you have like that one ball of yarn that matches a lot of stuff, but isn't the same as, you know what I mean? So you can just sort of throw all of that in here, at least 5 or 6 little scrap balls. I started with that. This is my 3rd fill of the scrap bag because I didn't realize how many times we'd be doing a blind scrap grab. I'll get to that in a minute. And not only did I added some sort of regular scraps. I found some more of that fluffy gray stuff that I was using. And this, I had started a project using 2 strands of gray held together, decided I didn't like where it was going and unwound it. Instead of trying to separate the 2 colors of gray, I just wound them all into a single ball. So I've had this ball lying around without any, use really, because I didn't know what to do with it. But these 2 strands of gray held together are roughly the same thickness as the chunky weight yarn I've been using throughout this project. So one of my scraps is actually a 2-strand ball. So I'm kind of trying to challenge myself a little bit more. Plus I get to use this up. And there's other gray in some of these squares. And some of you suggested it might be a good idea to make some balls of yarn for the scrap bag that are also the same as the main 6 colors because they weren't getting a lot of love the last couple of rounds. So I've filled up my scrap bag, so it's ready to go. My 6 colors are still in the numbered sequence that we left off on. So if you're tuning in just now and you're wondering why like number 1's all the way back here, it's because one of the random elements of this game is that every once in a while the sequence of your yarn might switch up. We'll get to that too. I'm using a 7mm hook. I've got a pair of scissors and a yarn needle, the usual sort of tools that you want to use when you're working on a granny square. I'm using a bigger hook than, say, the yarn necessarily requires because I like my squares to be big and loose and soft and fluffy because I'm going to be putting all my squares together into a scarf. Got my yarn bowl so I can keep my yarn under control. So far, what have I got here? 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've completed 7 squares using the Granny Square game, which is pretty great. They're all totally random, different combinations of colors. I think because I picked colors that all kind of blend nicely or look nice together, or maybe even their textures look kind of cool together, they've all come out looking really cool. And they're all going to look so neat in one great big scarf. And of course, once you're done all of your crazy, unique, random granny squares, you can lay them all out in whatever sort of, I guess whatever order you like the best. So for example, if this one has a bit of blue in it and this one has a bit of blue in it, you don't necessarily have to put them right together. You can sort of go, well, I want there to be a little bit of blue here on my project and a little bit of blue here on my project. So you can have fun sort of laying them out afterwards. And I just love them. I think this is the first one. This is the first one I completed. I managed to get 1 done in round 1.
That one also matches your top. You have 2 that match your top today.
So I guess what's happening.
Are you trying to make
Is
Are
it
you
when
trying to make this even more dynamic than it already is?
I just realized that once I get this scarf made and lined, I already have a shirt that goes with it.
Oh my goodness! You pre-planned this whole thing. Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why I was attracted to this shirt today. I was like, gosh, that's pretty. I wonder why.
That's 2 now you have that match.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's really good. It's great. So 6 finished grannies. I'm going to put them to the side. And because one of the things that can happen in this game is that you might start a granny but not get a chance to finish it. I have several that are unfinished. I've got 3 little tiny ones that got started, which I will hopefully be getting back to and finishing.
Hopefully is the key word here.
I've got...
We'll see about that.
Another couple that are sort of halfway done. I'm making 6-row grannies. You can, of course, make granny squares. There are as many rows or rounds as you want, but I settled on 6 because I like that size. Here's one that I managed to zip through that I got almost all the way done with the same color. So I'm not sure how this one's going to end up finishing. But I have 4 more here that are particularly pretty that I want to start with. So I'm going to get everybody's to weigh in here and pick the one I'm going to start with today. These all need to be finished. So if you're just starting the game, you can start a granny square from scratch. So as soon as we start the game and we roll the dice and we pick a color, because the die will determine what color you start with, 1 through 6, you can just start a granny from scratch.
I'm just going to show if there's any newcomers.
Here's the setup of the things.
That's the setup of the yarn there. Number
the yarn
1
here.
through 6.
If you are returning to the game and this is sort of round 2 or round 3 or whatever round you're on, then if you've got unfinished grannies like I do, then you can pick any granny you want to start with, and you will start with the same color that gets rolled. So whatever we roll, that's the color we all start with, whether we're starting a granny from scratch or whether we're continuing with a granny we already have. So I want everyone to weigh in. I've got 4 grannies to show you. So take a good look at all 4 of them, and then you can decide whether I should start with 1, 2, 3, or number 4.
Franca says, I only have 4 colors. Is there a variation we can do to help Franca?
Absolutely. So you can make a couple decisions. If you've only got 4 colors, you can create a couple of little balls from some of the bigger balls of yarn. Let's say you've got a couple of yarn balls that are bigger, then create a couple of smaller balls, and then there's your 1 through 6. Or you can use sort of those 4 colors in their entirety and just decide if a 5 or a 6 or whatever is rolled, what that equals. If it rolls a 5, I have to go back to number 1. If I roll a 6, I have to go back to number 2.
You can just assign 2 of the die numbers to 2 of the. So one of the balls of yarn
is
can
like
be
this is 3,
3 and 4,
and then 5 and 6.
Yeah, and it'll just choose that.
Totally, you can do that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If you don't have 6 colors, then you can.
Our granny square game is like Monopoly. You can add your own rules.
You can use 1, but that's cheating.
It's kind of boring too.
I think it's cheating if you just have 1 ball.
But yeah, totally.
And you assign all 6 numbers to that 1 ball.
You could also
square number 3.
You could also skip the all of the color, like you could skip the random elements of the game if you've only got the 4 colors and you don't have any scraps, or you can just sort of decide which random element applies to you and use it if it gets spun. But we'll get to that. Okay, so before we get started,
can they be different weight yarns?
Yes, I'm using mostly size 5 chunky weight, but I do have some size 4 worsted weight in here. I recommend, however, that all of your yarn be the same fiber. So all of my yarn is acrylic or like a heavy acrylic blend, because that way when I wash the scarf, when it's, all put together, I know the yarn will all act the same way. Now I will be hand washing this because I will be lining it with quilt cotton. And yes, you can line something with quilt cotton, even if the yarn isn't cotton. But if you're going to do that, treat it like it's a holy relic and hand wash it, be so sweet to it. And that way, and then you can lay it out flat and sort of reblock it and it'll dry just fine. So you can mix your fibers, but you're going to absolutely have to hand wash it. You want to treat the things you make nicely anyway, right? So you can mix your sizes. If you've got some sock weights and some baby weights, you might want to pair those together and hold 2 strands together in order to have them kind of size up to a 4 or a 5, which will also add another degree of beautiful randomness. So,
and the size of your squares is up to you.
Yeah, you can make them 3 rows, 4 rows, 5, whatever your project is going to be.
Yeah, well, you choose 3, 4, 5 rows.
Like if you're making a blanket and you want to make really big squares, fine. If you're making a scarf like me and you just want them to be like cozy, then, I'm using 6 rows. You might feel 5 is better. I don't know if I'm putting a border on this or not yet. You are all watching a project organically create itself here. So,
chaotically create
yeah,
itself.
I knew that I wanted a scarf. This is going to be a scarf for the fall. I picked colors that I really like. A lot of these yarns that I chose, I've had in my collection for a long time. And I only had one ball of each color, but I loved them and I didn't know what to do with them. And I've got 5 of these twist yarns. They're 3 different colors, all twisted together throughout. So it's not self-striping and it's not variegated. It's just twisted. So these 3 colors are twisted together. I have 5 balls of different versions of the same thing. And I didn't know what else to do with them, but I love them all. And I thought they all kind of played nice together. So that's what I've decided to do. Turn them all into a scarf. And of course, I've got other little random oddballs in there. Okay.
All right. So if you're playing along with us, that's great.
Yes.
We hope you are, if you can. And anyone, feel free. If anyone has any questions about the game and you know the answer, feel free to leave the answer in the chat so everyone can learn and play along.
Especially if you were here last time.
Yes.
Mr. Stitches gets kind of busy with the board and everything when we get
going.
going.
And the timer and my coffee cup and the camera.
And if you're playing along, you can go with the same timer limit that I am going with. If you are playing at home by yourself later, you can go with a longer timer limit if you want.
Or no timer limit.
No timer limit. We don't want you to feel like, the whole point of this is not to feel like anxiety. The whole point of this is to have fun, sort of challenge yourself, and really play with those colors. And you will end up with granny square combinations that you wouldn't necessarily have put together, but that looks so neat. And this is the first one of the 4 I've got as a contender to start with. So this is square number 1. This is 5 rows. I need 1 more row to finish the square. So I'm close to being done, which is why it's a contender for starting. I love this. It is random and it is beautiful. It's just crazy. So that's number 1. Here's number 2. I've got 4 finished rows on this one. I'll be starting the 5th row if I start with this one. I like how that most recent row looks like it's 2 completely separate colors. I think that looks really neat. This guy, this is number 3. So this is square number 3 that I might potentially start with. I've got 3 rows finished. I had started row 4, and this is a scrap from my scrap bag. It was such a tiny scrap that's literally all there was to it. It was sort of this soft, fluffy black bit of yarn, but a charcoal gray more. So that one's a contender. I like that one. That one's shaping up neat. And then number 4, which I also finished 3 rows. I just started the 4th row when I had to put it down. And that one looks really cool too, because the center's all green and then the outside's kind of like gone to a tan. So same game, 4 completely different looking starts to a granny. I just love it. So that was number 4. So once again, 1.
Okay.
2. 3. And 4. So
all right.
We'll take a second to let you guys decide which one I should start with. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
A handful of people have already started voting. Mm-hmm. So we've got a vote for 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3. Oh my goodness. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, a lot of 4s.
A lot of 4s. So 3 or 4.
I'd say 3 or 4 is the highest voted. So let's break it down once more between 3 and 4.
Okay, yeah. So these guys can go to the side. All right, so number 3, number 4. I mean, I love them both.
They both look cool. The number 3 has that funky, like wool looking yarn.
This one has this nifty flow.
Okay, so they're coming in. We got 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 1. 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, I'm thinking
4.
I'm thinking 4.
All right, 4 it is. We will start with 4. Okay, so whether you're starting from scratch or you are starting with a previously started granny square like I am, I'm starting with this gorgeous little thing. You want your hook ready, and Mr. InStitches is going to roll the lucky die.
Making sure.
Is it a spinner?
Yeah,
the spinner work?
Make sure everything works. Is this working? Yeah.
So Gwen's lucky die determines which
dice
of
is
these
working.
Main 6 colors we start with. So whatever number he rolls, you start with that number. So if you've got them placed in front of you, then you know you have to go, okay, number 3, I grab number 3. Whatever he rolls, you will grab that number. The random wheel, so
you can hope for a number, but it might not come out.
Yeah, it might not come out. Lula's Wheel of Chaos, is activated if there is a super chat, a super sticker, or if somebody joins or upgrades or renews their membership to the channel. So that triggers the Wheel of Chaos. And every single time something happens, so if the timer goes off naturally, then we roll again, we get a new color. If the Wheel of Chaos is activated, then the timer stops, the wheel is activated, we figure out what that is, and we start with that, and the timer starts again. And every single time there's basically an interruption to play, the timer stops and is restarted. We're going to start with 3-minute intervals. And for now, and if we decide that 3 minutes is a little too, easy or something,
we'll let the viewers decide.
We'll figure out, because once I warm up, I can really fly here.
If we should dial you down to
All right.
For now, we'll start
We're going to start with 3.
Since it's morning.
Yeah, and we're going to start, and everybody else can start with that too. So.
Okay, so everyone who's playing with us, here we go. We're starting.
And I'm not fooling around this morning. I'm drinking black coffee.
You're going straight coffee.
Just caffeinated.
Yeah, it's just pure caffeination there. Here we go.
All right.
First roll.
First roll. Which one do I want to start with?
We got a 2.
2. Ooh, this one. This one. Perfect. So number 2 for me is this. It's one of the twist yarns that I've got. It's 2 shades of beige and a lovely little bit of mint tossed in for good measure. I'm going to tie in my strings. I like to tie them in by holding the 2 ends together and then tying them together into just a simple little granny knot. And make sure that that's a nice tight knot. And away we go. So I'm just using a classic.
Off to the races.
Classic granny square. The rabbit just ran by.
A little saddle. a jockey on a rabbit. That'd be a fun race to watch. I'm picturing horse races, but with rabbits instead. That would be adorable.
Be kind of chaotic.
Out of the gate.
Out of the gate.
I think it would be way faster. Can you imagine the speed?
Rabbits move, man.
But can they turn? Yeah, they can.
They can turn.
They can pivot.
You see them pivot in the backyard. They're so funny. All right, so I'm
drinking coffee.
Yes,
lots of it.
Both drinking coffee this morning. Once again,
I need coffee to run this board.
He needs coffee to keep up.
And to make sure Jayda doesn't cheat, because last time I had to really keep my eye on her, not putting her hooks down.
Yes, when the timer goes off or the wheel is activated, we have to put our hooks down. And sometimes I'm so close to finishing a shell.
Speaking of wheel activation, hooks down. Hooks down, Jayda.
Okay.
We got a super sticker. A really cute super sticker from Plant Mix.
Hey, Plant Mix, good morning.
It looks like the lemon head guy is kind of running, and then I'm not sure if he's opening up a cake
is he flashing us? What's going on?
It almost looks like he's flashing us. But I'm not sure if he's wearing a butterfly.
Maybe he's like a superhero. Oh,
it looks like a superhero.
Is it like those little butterflies?
Yeah,
those
cute.
Are cute.
Okay, so Plant Mix has activated the wheel.
So the wheel gets spun.
We stop the timer.
You stop the timer.
Spin the wheel. Here we go.
Here we go. And we'll explain each little thing as it comes. So if you're new,
so that looks like it landed on spin again.
Spin again. Okay, well, while you're spinning, I get to do this.
Yes, so Jayda she can continue.
I get to stick in a couple more stitches.
She does like to get her stitches in. Spinning again for Plant Mix. Blind scrap grab.
Of course.
That's a good one. Let's mess her up, guys. Let's mess her up.
Blind scrap grab. You pull up on your hook so that you get a nice big loop there. You don't want to undo any of your work. Snip your yarn. Your main ball goes back into its position, and I'm going to put its little number back. Then grab your scrap bag, basket, box, whatever you're using, and blindly reach into it and grab something. What's this? Oh, it's the 2 grays.
You better get those in quick because we've got another wheel activation from Jules Gamer.
Oh, hi, Jules.
Jules Gamer says, not having best morning. You guys always make me happy and laugh. For your information, I have depression and anxiety. I have my birthday tomorrow, so I like a birthday celebrating.
Well, we got one for you.
Yes, we do.
Tomorrow, we have an extra special Christmas in July event. And we're going to live stream along with a premiered video at 10:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So same time today that this started. Tomorrow we've got a little something special. So happy birthday.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to celebrate Christmas in July with us, tune in. And we'll be in the chat live.
Yes, we'll be in the live chat.
The video will not be live. Yeah. The chat will be live.
So a premiered video, for anybody who still finds it a bit confusing, is a pre-recorded video that starts at a particular time, and everybody gets to watch it for the first time together as a group. And you can't just sort of tune in. If you tune in halfway through the premiere, you can't see the beginning until the thing is finished, and then you can go back and watch the whole thing. So that way everybody kind of gets to see it together for the first time, and we get to operate in the chat room. We get to hang out and chat with everybody.
Yeah. So you have to stop.
But just before we spin, so I'm going to hold this up here. That's that scrap ball where the 2 shades of gray are being held together. So they were 2 shades of gray. They were both a size 4, but a smaller size 4. So I'm holding them together. They're thick and fluffy, and that 2-tone shades of gray, I think, is blending beautifully with everything here. So
all right, so we have Jules Gamer's pre-birthday spin here. Here we go. Let's get a good one.
Give me a little drum roll.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's just off the line. I'm gonna say return to a previous granny.
Okay.
So Jayda gets to choose.
So you pull up on your hook, so you have a nice loop. Snip your yarn. You continue with the same yarn. Put this granny square aside, and then if you have a previous granny to return to, you can grab anyone you want. If you do not have a previous granny to return to, because you've only just started the game, you do not have to do this random step. You can just kind of keep crocheting. So, because I've got that gray, because I know what color I'm using, I can be a little more, this one started with gray, so I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to tie in my yarns. I had a little bit of a gray fluffy color thing happening here for a while. And I will continue on another granny.
Looking good.
Yes, I like it.
Yes, I do need a kazoo.
We have one somewhere. I'm
do
sure
we have a kazoo? We do have a lot of little instruments.
I used to have a kazoo. I played that thing forever. I love kazoos. It's the funniest sound. It sounds like a cartoon.
I love the kazoo.
All right. I'm going to sit a little closer.
Go, Jayda, go, says Shelly.
Thanks, Shelly.
You have some supporters.
I'm still warming up here, gang, so I'm not at full speed.
You have the viewers that are trying to get you to go forward, and you got the ones that are trying to trip you up.
But look at the wonderful results. This is a game nobody can lose at. If you crochet slowly, great. If you crochet fast, super. If you know what I mean? If you follow the rules, great. If you don't, you only follow the ones you want, fine. You're still going to wind up with...
Depends on your board boss. If you're rigid and strict like myself, there will be no rule breaking.
No rule breaking. There's that giant foam finger you were going to poke me in the eye with.
I was digging for one.
Already in love with this.
That one's turning out incredible. It's hard to believe it's random.
It's hard to believe they're random.
I know.
It's kind of like these are jazz squares, right? There's no wrong note. I had a jazz teacher once that said there's no wrong notes in jazz. You just have to play it loud enough or something. Like play it. If you think you're playing the wrong note, play it loud. Own it.
I don't regularly play wind instruments, but I do play with wind instruments. I think when I was in high school and you had to choose an instrument in band class or in music, I think I went with the clarinet. And I really enjoyed it.
I played saxophone.
But I got out of it.
I got to play tenor saxophone.
But I liked it. I liked the clarinet.
I liked sax.
I like them all.
I liked playing saxophone.
Everything.
I like we both come from musical backgrounds though.
Hooks down, Missy.
Oh, darn. Okay.
We have had a Wheel of Chaos activation.
Look how nice that is.
That's amazing. Mary O'Brien has activated the wheel, and she is serving us up a nice big cup of coffee.
Oh, nice timing, Mary.
That's our timer.
And a big cup of coffee. Friday morning cup of coffee. All my favorite crafty people.
Woohoo!
Crochet, granny squares. I mean, does it get any better than this? I don't think so.
We just got to pull out that ice cream that we picked up.
We have
from the last stream. So big thank you to Mary. I love the coffee cup, sticker.
Have a coffee.
So we're spinning now.
Okay.
You ended up finishing the row.
I finished
anyway.
the row.
All right, let's see what we get.
It's so pretty.
Let's see what Jayda has to do next. We got finish the row.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, you are lucky right now.
Mary,
so you get to finish
Mary
another row.
with the extremely good.
Mary gave you coffee and a free turn.
Coffee and a free turn. Mary, you're in my good books.
Mary was being extremely nice to Jayda.
Good energy from Mary.
Now we have a wheel activation from Bethany.
Oh my goodness, Bethany!
But technically, you get to finish a row.
I do have to finish a row.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? I will finish a side. So this is a little augmentation to the random wheel spin that says finish the row. As the crocheter, you can opt to finish the row, which is especially handy if you're almost close to the end of a row. You can finish the side. So finish sort of just doing the shells along one side of your granny square, or maybe two sides of your granny square. Or if you're really moving slowly and you're just having fun and you don't mind what comes next, you can also just finish the shell that you're on. So I am going to finish the row.
While you're finishing,
I'm just going to finish the side because then
while you're finishing the side.
I finish the side.
We have a wheel activation from Bethany. And Bethany says, LOL, you guys always put a smile on my face. Another soon-to-be birthday spin for me. Mine is on Sunday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And on the 28th, my golden retriever's birthday is on Monday.
Wow, share cake.
That works out. Yeah, you can share cake or like sausages or something.
Oh, you know what would be the cutest?
What do golden
if you had a cake with like
kibble?
If you had a cake with like a little dog biscuit like decoration on it, and then he had a dog biscuit with like a little cake decoration on it.
I like that.
That's cute. I like that.
Or a cake that tastes like that dried leather they like. You know those?
Oh, the like the hair.
Is that what that stuff is? Those bones you buy at the store?
Or like a Kong you fill with peanut butter.
Or the Kong, yeah. Okay, we're getting flooded.
Oh, okay.
So I think everyone wants to trip you up. Your granny squares are looking way too nice.
Too even.
They're too even. This isn't right.
So you have to spin for Bethany.
Okay, so I'm Bethany, and then I've got a bunch of others to get to.
Oh my goodness! All right.
So let's work through this.
Gonna work as fast as I can.
Early birthday spin for Bethany. Let's get a good one in there.
What is it?
What do we got?
Ready to go.
Start a new granny.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite one.
Snip. Okay, so put the one you're working on aside. You continue with the same color. You start a new granny, and I know I've got a motor. So here I go. I'm gonna start a granny. All of my grannies are starting with a chain 5 and then turned into a ring. So I'm starting with a chained ring. And then I just chain 3 to begin the row and finish the first shell. And that's it. It's the same old classic granny from there on out.
Okay, so we've got a wheel activation from Jules Gamer. We have a wheel activation from Katie Loves Crochet.
Hey, Katie.
Katie has upgraded to Vicuna membership.
Hey, thank you.
Make sure you check out our wallpapers.
Yes, we just posted a wallpaper yesterday.
Yeah, but you can also go back and
you
get like
all of them.
The older ones if there's one you prefer.
While you're talking, I'm still,
for your phone or tablet. You get that in the community tab area. And then we have another wheel activation from Bella.
Bella, hey Bella.
Bella Show. And it's it looks like a happy little fox or cat.
Aww.
Kind of doing this.
Are you doing that confuse your animals thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna say fox.
Fox?
Fox or cat? Bella Show might know exactly what that is. Okay, you have to stop. What are you doing over there? Stop! You're such a cheater. Cheater! That's it. I'm going to get that giant foam finger, that poking stick. Okay, so did I read out Jules Gamer? No, I didn't.
No.
Okay, so Jules Gamer says, my Deadpool present, making Deadpool grannies and C2C backdrop in dark blue.
Beautiful.
So present to herself.
Yes, that's
that Deadpool character.
The Deadpool Grafgan.
Yeah, the Grafgan of the Deadpool character. That's cool. Love your granny's squares so much, and first video ever was beginner granny square video. You're such a cheater. I watched since 2017. Sorry. You know what, Jules? She's kind of cheating. Stop it. All right, we're spinning for Jules Gamer. Here we go.
Did you spin for Bethany? Was this Bethany? This was Bethany.
That was Bethany there, yeah. So now we got...
Okay, Jules.
Okay, it looks like it's just over the line. Color position switch up.
Oh, okay.
So this is when Jayda...
So, colors position switch up. So whatever order your colors were in, if you've got them numbered or if they're sitting in front of you, you just move them all one position to the right, and number 6 becomes number 1. Or in this case, if you've got them numbered, you just switch the numbers one position to the right. Always go in the same direction. Doesn't matter if you go clockwise or counterclockwise. But that just changes them up. So now if Mr. Stitches rolls the die and let's say a 4 comes up, it's not this one anymore, it's this one. So this can also make it so that you end up using a color more than once, or maybe you use a color that it never gets rolled very often. So it's kind of a fun randomizer.
All right. So we're going to let Jayda get a couple stitches in, and then we're going to move on to Katie Loves Crochet's spin.
Spinning the wheel for us here.
And then we've got Bella's spin.
Goodness gracious. All right. Oh,
Stephanie says, time to drive Jayda crazy.
Gotta really pick up the pace.
We almost need a referee, like right over
like
top of Jayda, like over your shoulder, watching your every move, because those fingers are motoring. I think there's some cheating going on in that, in those blurry fingers.
I've got okay, all right.
All right, so let's move on to...
So I'm gonna put that down for now.
I'm trying to catch up here, everyone. So this is Katie's spin.
Okay, spin for Katie.
What do we got here? Start a new granny!
Oh. Woohoo! That one goes aside. This is why you end up with a lot of different
Now
grannies.
We're making it a little harder for Jayda.
Am I ever going to finish all these grannies? I don't know.
We'll see.
Okay, starting a new one. That's fine.
So
though.
we'll let you start. We'll let you get it started.
I'll have at least
and then we're going to spin for Bella.
That have a gray center.
They're piling up, says Lynn. Yes, they are. The bigger the pile, the better. The bigger the pile of unfinished grannies, the happier I am over here. I want this room full of unfinished granny squares.
I'm just thinking, depending on how many squares I wind up making and finishing, I'm going to...
You might end up making a blanket and a scarf.
I might end up making a blanket and a scarf.
Yeah.
I might end up making a couple of scarves. Maybe, or just a blanket. I don't know. This whole project might morph.
All right, so you're gonna get your little square in, and then we have to spin for Bella Show.
All right.
And her cute little sticker, which is a fox/cat.
I love that you don't know. Hippo, alligator.
I know that he's very happy. He's doing this. Like, okay, so I'm spinning for Bella.
All right,
ready?
All right.
Hooks down, Missy. Hooks down.
All right.
Smack. Oh, that wasn't good. Better spin. Here we go. There we go. There's a good one. So now I'm gonna start the clock again because we don't have any more as far as I can tell. And you got spin again. So I guess that's a little bit of a freebie. You can
spin again. I'm gonna just finish this little row here.
We're gonna let Jayda go a little bit.
I finished the row. So go ahead. There's the center of a new granny started. All great. So nice start. I'm fine with that.
All right, so now we are spinning for...
This is the spin
This is for Bella, right?
This is spin again.
So Bella got spin again, and now we're spinning again. What do we get? Blind scrap grab.
Blind scrap grab.
That's a good one.
Okay, so I pull up on the loops. I snip the yarn, and I put this back in the scrap bag. And then I try
penalty time! Mary says double penalty for you.
Double penalty.
We're working on the penalty box, everyone. We loved your suggestions last week. We're gonna try and set up a little community post where everyone can, or maybe under one of the videos where everyone can chime in again with their ideas. We definitely need a penalty box for Jayda's cheating.
And because sometimes you missed. You didn't start the timer.
My errors are extremely occasional. Your cheating is on a regular basis.
So one of the things I did, I took everybody's advice last week, and I made up some new scrap balls because I was going through my scraps much quicker than I realized I ever thought that I would. And I made some new scrap balls from some of the yarn in my original 6 because I wasn't using them as much and I wanted to use them more. So this way, I will definitely
Yvonne,
have more of it.
Yvonne says at this rate, you'll be making 3 blankets.
It's possible. And
yes.
they're pretty decent sized granny squares.
They are. What are they? About 10 inches?
Well, roughly? Here's the thing. This is the beauty here. Excuse me. I will definitely be making a scarf because that's something I want. I love new scarves for the fall. And I love scarves that have like
We've got a new Wheel of Chaos activation.
Oh, gosh.
This is from Lisa.
Okay, you read out what Lisa has
Lisa
to say.
says, wait a sec. Is this a loophole in the rules? You're loopholing me right now. Lisa says, good morning, Jayda and Mr. InStitches. So glad I got to catch another live. Well, we're happy you made it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're here.
Yes, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the wheel spin. We got to keep Jayda on her toes.
This one already turning out.
Yeah, you know what? We have to dial the timer down. You're just too fast.
So dial it down.
You are too fast. I thought you were going to warm up, but you're just like...
I'm still warming up.
You're like the squirrels outside.
Is that enough? Is that enough?
All right, so we're spinning for Lisa. Here we go. We got finish the row.
Yeah.
Lisa was kind.
Thank you, Lisa. All right. This also means I get to start my third row of the same granny.
Wheel of Chaos. Chaos.
No, I get to finish the row.
Okay, that's true. The rule states you get to finish the row. However, Robin has sent us a unicorn sticker.
Oh, thank you, Robin.
Big thank you to Robin. And once Jayda finishes the row, we will spin the wheel for Robin.
We will. And you know what, Robin? I'm
not even going to bother starting the timer because
I'm just going to do 2 sides.
You get to finish the row.
I'm just going to do 2 sides of this square because I think it'll look. I like it when a square looks like a row finishes in one corner and starts in and the colors start and finish in a corner. I think that looks really cool. So I'm just going to finish 2 sides of this row. All right, and now you can spin.
All right, so I'm spinning for Robin. Here we go.
That's the first half of row 3. So that side and that side done.
Funky.
Yeah. Love this yarn.
Here comes Robin's unicorn spin. Finish the row.
Robin, all right.
Okay, everyone's being way too kind here.
Everybody's being nice. All right.
We have another wheel activation, but you do get to finish the row. So the next activation is from Michelle.
I think I might actually get this row finished with this scrap too. This is great. All right. This is fun yarn. Another way you can move a lot faster, I mean, other than feeling like you've got a timer ticking, is to use a bigger hook and to use a fluffier yarn, something that's easy to grab. You don't have to look at what you're doing as quickly. Plus, granny squares are pretty easy. You're just working into spaces. You're not working into individual stitches.
We have a few people agreeing with me. We have to dial you down to 2 minutes. Yeah.
There we go. 3 rows finished. That is beautiful. Started with a gray and then picked up a twist that has a little bit, there even looks like there's just a hint of gray running through it, but it's got that lovely turquoise.
Almost, these squares are almost looking planned. I don't know about these spins here. I'm gonna need a second wheel that's like it's the triple chaos.
It's the
wheel.
Awesome creative energy.
Stand on your head and crochet with your toes for 5 minutes. Jayda's thinking about it.
I don't think I can.
Knit with your nostrils.
I don't think I can stand on my head, but I might be able to crochet with my toes.
Oh, come on.
I might.
No.
I'd have to look at what I was doing, but
oh, you know what you're gonna start now.
I'd also have to make sure my feet were nice and clean. And
well, I'm gonna divide the wheel and change the rules here. Okay, so this super sticker is from Michelle. So we're gonna spin for Michelle. Here we go. Spinning for Michelle. Starting the timer.
So far, oh, I love this.
We've put Jayda on 2 minutes because she's too fast. Color position switch up.
All right, so 4 becomes 5, 5 becomes 6, 6 goes into number 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to what was 4. Okay, and I'm back to it. All right.
Is anyone playing along? I know it's pretty chaotic and confusing,
it's a bit nutty, but
is anyone attempting to play along? I'm curious.
I love it.
Stephanie says I can't crochet and watch at the same time. It would be kind of hard, yes.
Excuse me.
Hey, we do! Plant Mix is playing along.
Yay!
Charlotte is playing along.
All right, Plant Mix.
All right. Some people are watching for the first time,
Sweet.
so they're kind of getting their bearings.
Hey, everybody.
If anyone wants to, if you go to our first video, the one we did about 3 weeks ago, that one has kind of like a Cole's notes of the rules in the description box.
Yes.
So at any time you can go look at that.
Yeah, you can kind of
get the round one
yeah.
video.
Yeah, quick summary of all the rules.
Shell is playing along.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Ooh, okay.
Shelly says, I have too much anxiety to play along. Well, as long as you're enjoying watching, that's fun too.
So I'm about to run out of a scrap here.
I have another spin to get to.
Do
so
you?
yes, put your hook down.
All right.
This is a super sticker from Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
Lisa sent a pretty little rose.
Oh, how nice.
So you managed, of course, to beat the 2-minute timer. I'm going to have to put you on 30 seconds. So here we go. Spinning for Lisa. We got blind scrap grab.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Normally I would cut this and put it back, but that's what's left of my little scrap. So I'm just going to grab a scrap and tie it into this one. Because I think that's fair. Because that's barely enough to do.
That's where you're continuing
Yeah.
from, sure. Oh, this is going to turn out funky.
All right.
At least it's not a hippo. Still rubbing it in with that hippo thing, eh? Okay.
It's an alligator or maybe a hippo. What?
How do you confuse an alligator and a hippo? They look the same.
They're both in the water.
They're the same, and they're the same water thing. They both like water.
All right. Whee!
Yes. Hello, everyone, and a happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Thank you, everybody who's joining us, who has joined us, who's popping in. Thanks for playing along. Thanks for just goofing around with us here on a Friday. I hope this is a nice, welcome distraction. I hope this is a nice way to sort of set up your weekend. Excuse me. I've been looking forward to this all week. I haven't picked up my grannies since the last
ding,
one.
Ding, 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 ding. Wheel of chaos. Yeah. Chaos. Where's Lula? Pass over Lula. Lula is ready. She is ready to activate the wheel. She loves the wheel.
She needs a kazoo for sure.
Yes.
She needs
I'll put her. Let's see. Where can I put her? She's kind of top down angle. It's hard to get her to. She's watching. She's watching the arrow. Make sure Jayda's not eating here. All right. So we are activating the wheel for Yvonne, who has a mood sticker like we. Yvonne is in a happy mood.
Good. I'm in a happy mood.
We're happy to see that. All right, Lula, ready to spin the wheel? She's ready. Here we go.
Here we go. Thanks, Yvonne. Good spin.
What do we got here? Return to previous granny.
Sweet. Okay.
Jayda likes those.
Pull up on that. Snip that yarn. Ooh, but which one?
Should we let everyone pick?
Oh my. Okay. Well, because I've got.
You choose from like maybe 3 to 4.
Those ones started with
and that. We'll let the viewers choose or vote.
3.
While you're doing that, while you're showing everyone, I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go
refill my coffee.
Okay, right.
Do you want more coffee?
I just think I need water now.
Just water?
Yeah, because if I get too caffeinated, I might be blurring the screen. All right, Mr. InStitches is going to run off, get some more coffee. So I can't see the chat, everybody, so I'm sorry. I'll let you know when he's back, but we can vote on the next one I'm going to continue with. So this is Return to Previous Granny. Because this is the color I'm using right now, so this is sort of a, we've got some beige and some vanilla and some sort of dusty rosy pink in this. I just love this yarn. This is so much fun. I've got this one. This has a little bit of kind of a dusty lilac in it. It's got a fluffy, multi-gray kind of boucle in it. This is the tail end of the boucle I used in that big, big bulky cowl that we did a while ago. I think, was that last year? Was that last year in January? I don't remember. And then I've got this sort of mosaic yarn, which had a lot of green in it. So that's that one. That's Square number 1. I've got this little guy that's just gray boucle. Just gray boucle. It sounds like something you'd order in a fancy restaurant. So that one was started. There's barely anything done with that one. And then there's this crazy thing, which I would like to continue with. That'll be number 3. So that's number 3. We've got some purple, some beige, and some fluffy black yarn in that one. A simple little gray boucle, that's number 2. And then number 1 was this one. Started with gray boucle, and then it's got the lilac and the green. So 1, 2, or 3. And we're, oh, thank you. We're continuing with the with that stuff. So are you here or are you taking off again? I'm taking off again, but I'll be right back.
Have you picked your colors?
The color I'm continuing with is the same scrap ball, even though it looks like one of these. He'll be back in a second. And we're going to go with number 1, number 2, or number 3. So number 1, number 2, number 3. I'm ready to go. I'm going to get myself all set up here. And like I said, I can't see the chat. So as soon as Mr. InStitches comes back, I'll tell you, and then you can start putting numbers in the chat. And I'm done with my coffee. So I'm just going to put my mug out of the way here so I don't knock it over. Water. Oh, and another little thing I want to ask. And again, I can't see this. I can't see the chat. So when Mr. InStitches comes back, I'm going to ask him if he can sort of read some of this stuff. And please leave messages in the comment section down below. I recently discovered again the whole die cut machine thing, like the Crickets and the Brother Scan and Cut or whatever. I'm just wondering how many of you out there have die cut machines for the purpose of scrapbooking and card making and stuff. And if you have them, what you have, which ones you prefer and why, and let me know either by leaving a comment in the comment section or even just sort of tossing the odd comment into the live chat here, because I think I want to get one and I just would love to hear everybody else's opinion.
And reviews.
And reviews, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to look at what everyone has voted on.
So here's number 1. I'm continuing with
this
this
number 1. Let me see how far back this goes.
Number 2 and number 3. And Mr. InStitches is back, so now you can...
Oh boy, there's been a lot of voting here. Okay, first of all, we have a super chat from Christian.
Oh, Christian, thank you.
Thank you, Christian. So we're going to get to that spin. Did we spin for Yvonne? I think we did.
Yes, Yvonne's was...
Yvonne. Yes, yeah. I think we spun for Yvonne. Okay, so we have a spin for Christian and a super chat to get to.
Okay. I still have to
I'm scanning the chat here. It looks as though number 1...
Number 1?
has the most votes.
Okay, I will quickly continue with number 1.
Followed by 3, I think.
All right, I will continue with number 1.
Yes.
So we can get this party back on track.
Yes, I'm seeing mostly 1s.
All right.
3 has also got a lot.
Too bad.
I'm gonna say 1. Yeah. It's hard to judge with a lot of votes here, but that's my guess, everyone.
All right, so I'm off and running again. So I'm using the same scrap that I had because this was just returned to previous granny. So I've returned.
Okay, so we've returned to previous granny, which was left over from Yvonne's spin, and now we're gonna spin for Christian.
Okay.
Let me find that super chat. We have a lot of votes here.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for voting and playing, everyone. So from Christian, hi Jayda and Mr. InStitches. I love you. I love your videos. I just recently finished the gumdrop booties in white and red trim.
Ooh. Oh.
Those are cute ones.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, those are that's a very popular pattern. Mm-hmm. The little booties.
They're such cute socks.
Keep up inspiring people. Kiss.
Thank you. We intend to. While everybody's here inspiring us, we'll hopefully continue to inspire everybody else. Mm-hmm. I'm sneaking in stitches.
I know. I can see you sneaking. Every time I go to sip my coffee, she sneaks a few stitches and stop it. Stop.
Sorry.
She's like, stop. Okay.
She's like, hurry up and spin the wheel.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's put Lula back in her spot there.
Okay. Ready?
So we are spinning for Christian. Here we go. Blind scrap grab.
Blind scrap grab. Okay. So I'm going to pull up on that loop, snip my yarn. This one goes back in the bag. Oh, it feels good. That one feels good. Oh,
okay. Let me see. I think.
All right. Oh my God, this was already
make
in
sure
this
I
one
didn't
once.
miss anybody.
Cool.
I've got a Christian super chat, and then I have a Megan super chat. So if I missed one, let me know. But I don't think I did.
Thank you, Megan. Oops. Woo.
So how far have you gone with Christian's blind scrap? We'll let you get a few stitches in.
I'm trying to sort of work over a few of my little tiny knot ends here as I go. I'm not too worried about the sort of, I'm working my granny squares always in the same direction. So the sort of the fronts of the stitches are always going to be on the quote right side. So I don't really care what the wrong side looks like because like I said, I'm going to line this.
All right. Should we stop her, everyone?
All right. Fine.
You got your little line in. All right, so this is from Megan. Megan says, I'm so thankful for your videos. You taught me how to crochet. I'm saying number 1. She's voted for number 1.
Good choice.
Yeah, we ended up done. So we're
Megan.
spinning for Megan. Here we go. Lula's Wheel of Chaos says, color position switch up.
All right. 3 to 4. Not that I've gone in here very often. 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 1, 1 to 2, 2. Becomes what was 3, right? Okay.
So you switch up, but you get to continue.
I switch up, but I continue where I'm at.
Yes. And now we have a Wheel of Chaos.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
From Plant Mix.
Thank you.
I wonder if Plant Mix has a really nice big garden.
Plant mix with a lot of mixed plants.
With a lot of yummy fruit.
Yummy fruit.
Oh, look at that one. Now see, everyone is pitching in to really
Isn't
randomize
cool?
your
that
squares.
Is a very random square, but
I like it.
I like it.
It looks good to me. Yes, Plant Mix says yes, I do.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. So Plant Mix has activated the wheel and says, hey, Jayda, you should make a blanket after you finish making your lovely scarf with the leftover squares.
I'm probably going to have to.
I agree.
And I'll still line it with cotton.
Yeah.
And that'll be a real nice, depending on how many squares I get, it could be a lap can, something I can sort of sit outside on a fall morning with.
So Plant Mix spun and got one of my favorites. Start a new granny square.
Okay, all right. So I pull up on my loop, snip my yarn, continue with the same yarn. Oh my gosh.
Now that's a wheel spin. That's how you spin a wheel.
I have got to return to it. Come on, I got to return to a previous.
Everyone's
granny.
laughing. Ha 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 ha. That's right. Let's keep her on her toes.
I hope you're resetting that
the clock.
The clock.
Yeah, I
you
did.
remember to do that because I can't
once in a while I remember to reset. You know what? I'm immune from the penalty box.
Well, you think so?
Yes.
All right. So, come on, Granny. Let's go.
I'm like an ambassador to a country. I have immunity.
Immunity?
I'm the ambassador to this game.
You're ambassador
this board game.
To Granny Squares? You have...
I have full immunity from the Granny Square penalty box. Get you rocking and rolling.
Oh, I'm sort of like, this one is a little thinner.
Yeah.
So I'm transitioning between the two thicknesses of yarn. Like my fingers are going, what? Like they're trying to grab yarn that isn't there. All right, there's the first row complete. I like to at least get a first row
well,
in.
you can keep going because we don't have any wheel activations and the timer's still running here.
Perfect.
Wow.
I might even get back to one of my original
Jayda can take a breath. Nice deep breath. Maybe a sip of water.
I like to see how far I can get. I think that's the other fun thing I like about this. I like to challenge myself. I like to see how quickly I can crochet. Sometimes I like to see how quickly I can like complete an entire project. Not because I want to rush through it. Doesn't feel like rushing. It feels like, oh my goodness. Okay. It doesn't feel like rushing. When I crochet really quickly, I feel like it's coming from a place of excitement and I can't wait to see, the shape up of the project. So I don't feel like I'm rushing through it.
We actually get to spin the die.
Roll the die.
Roll the die.
All right, what are we doing?
Well, I'm rolling the die. You ready? Let's see what we get. A 1.
A 1. Okay, we're going to snip my yarn. This goes back into the scrap bag,
and Jayda picks out
number
one, which is that blue.
Which is going to be a perfect match.
Of course it is.
Of course.
I don't know about this.
This is hilarious.
I think you come in this room when I'm like busy and you like change things, swap out numbers and yarn.
Weight down the little spinner.
We have a wheel activation
oh my
with
gosh.
a foam finger. Put that yarn down. Put that hook down.
Okay.
Okay. This is from Mary.
Mary. I'm. It's down.
We'll let you finish at least your shell.
I did finish the shell.
You finished? Okay, that's all you get then. You get one shell. That's it.
Darn it.
So we have a foam finger activation. I have to get that finger.
Poke. It should be a chipmunk.
It'll be more like smack, 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 smack. All right, so let's spin for Mary. Let's see if we can trip Jayda up here. What do we get? Looks like it is on just pointing at blind scrap grab.
Oh. All right, fine.
Lula loves it.
Gonna just snip my yarn over here.
There.
Oops! Wow.
The wheel doesn't spin when Lula's on there.
All right. What have I got?
That's on the line, says Aaron. I think it was just the tip of the arrows pointing at blind scrap grab.
Doesn't matter. I'm following the rules. I am I don't know if you know. I gave myself a nice
people that say they're following the rules out loud usually are not following the rules.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. And into the corner. And I'm also worrying about sort of weaving in all my little tails, or if I have like little sort of edges poking out here and there, I'm going to look after them all at the end. So before I put the whole thing together and before I line it. So I'm not really worrying too much about like little tails and stuff as I go.
I forgot to start the timer.
Oh.
Am I in trouble?
Oh, yes. Penalty for Mr. InStitches.
Sip one coffee sip. That's my penalty. I get to sip coffee.
I think.
No?
I think.
A gulp? A fresh pot.
These don't sound like penalties for some reason. Doesn't that mean I get a free pass?
You know what? I guess that in a way is a free pass. So you get extra time because I messed up.
Okay. No, I don't want the extra time. I want you to roll the die so that I can return to one of my previous.
Hey, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Let's let everyone choose. Does Jayda just get some free time because I forgot to start the timer, or does she actually get to choose to roll the die for a new yarn? Let's see what everyone votes on.
Yes. Okay. So I would like.
Okay. So we've got a free
roll.
time. We got a dice roll. Let her roll. She chooses. Roll the die. New yarn. She gets to choose. Jayda chooses. Oh my goodness.
I love our community.
I am definitely losing this battle. All right.
Roll that die. Mister.
I screwed up. So we're rolling the die.
Yes,
okay.
Roll the die.
Lula gets to stay on her wheel there. All right.
Roll it.
The community has voted.
The community has
a new roll for Jayda. Here we go.
1.
We got a 1 again.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So you get to go back to that blue.
So this goes back into the scrap bag.
This time I will start the timer so I don't give Jayda too many freebies here.
Thanks everybody.
Overwhelmingly voted for you choose. You get to choose. The dice are loaded.
And you know what? I went back to that same color.
I mean, I keep rolling it in my hand like this before
I went back to that same color. That's hilarious.
Well, when we keep mixing the colors around, it's funny how that happens.
That is okay. Just a quick get that out of the way. This
Wheel of Chaos activation.
Wheel
of
how that one is sort of shaping up. That one's cool, and it's funny.
Franca says I should stand in the corner.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna spin the wheel, and we're spinning for Megan. Megan sent a sticker of a unicorn.
I love the unicorn.
Okay, so here's Megan's spin. Here we go. Resetting the timer. Scrap grab.
Okay. So this one goes back.
Jayda had to restock her scrap bag the other day because you had kind of burned through the yarn, didn't you?
Perfectly fine. I like it. Oh, back to the grain. All right. So how come this seems to be? I always end up with a little more. Oh, I almost gave away. I almost said something that gave away tomorrow's.
Don't you dare give away tomorrow's special video.
I'm just so relaxed here. That
It's a super secret. The only hints are that it's a Christmas in July theme.
It's a Christmas in July theme.
That's it. That's the hint.
So if you just
I have another hint.
Yes. Oh.
It's something that has been requested a lot.
Yes.
For many weeks.
That's true. That's true.
And months.
Yes. Actually, that is true.
So there's another hint.
Then again, I
know we get a lot of requests.
We do.
But this is one that's stood out for a long time. So we just spun for Megan.
Okay.
Right?
So yeah, and that reminds me.
And you're on the blind
you've
bag.
just
I
tuned
forgot
in-
to start the timer again.
Okay. All right. If you get then I get to. You have to roll. You have to roll because I want to go back to one of my other colors.
Yeah, but what if you don't get to choose this time? What if the community votes no? Vote no for Jayda choosing. Isn't that how it works? I need one of those political ads on our live stream. Vote no. Okay, so let's. You know what? Everyone's chiming in. So let's see what we get. We get she chooses. We get no roll. We get let her choose. Roll the die. Take away Mr. InStitches coffee. I'm deleting that comment. Do not take away my coffee. All right, it looks like everyone, wait a sec, roll, nope, roll. Okay, the majority is letting you roll again. I have to stop messing up.
Yes, you do.
These are too many freebies for Jade. Okay, we're rolling again. Here we go.
It's going back into the scrap bag.
Here we go. Let's try and get a new number this time. A 5. Can everyone see that?
Ooh. This one has a couple of shades of beige, like a brown. Actually, it's more like a caramel and a light chocolate, like a milk chocolate and a caramel and a mint. I have eaten today. I don't know.
We had a very nice, tasty breakfast.
We had a good breakfast, yeah. Those are the color numbers. Those are the color names that came to mind. I realized I was talking ice cream here.
It's the caffeine.
It is.
It's that new coffee we got.
It is the new coffee.
It's from Italy. I think it's jacked.
It's very caffeinated.
It's like super caffeinated.
It's nice coffee. All right.
Okay, I remembered the timer. Jayda got her roll. Thank you, community. Thank you, everyone, for helping vote on that.
And
now you're on number 5, which we haven't rolled yet today.
Zipping along here.
And just so you know, for the record, we are a few minutes past the hour.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
so you have to.
I still feel pretty good here.
Judge your fingers and your energy.
I still feel pretty good.
You feel pretty good?
I wanted to say that if you're just tuning in now, or if you missed our little announcement earlier, tomorrow, July 25th, we are having a special Christmas in July event here on the channel at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So I think that's Greenwich Mean Time -4. So whatever you are, that's us -4. Or Greenwich Mean Time -4, GMT -4, and it's a video premiere, so it's a pre-recorded video, but we're going to premiere it at 10:30 a.m. our time, and we're going to both be in the chat to sort of hang out with everybody to celebrate Christmas in July. So if you want to hang out with us tomorrow, you can check that out.
So we have 2 funny comments here. One's from Lori. Shall we talk ice cream again?
Mm-hmm.
And Miss E. Peaches says, Mr. InStitches, if they take your coffee away, you can complain in Italian. I think I will. Full Italian
complaining.
Hardcore complaining that you took my coffee away. Someone mentioned I should stand in the corner again.
Oh my gosh, the timer went off. Okay.
I will definitely be standing in the corner. I might have to wait till after the stream though, because I've got too many gadgets to monitor here. Wow, the timer ran out. That's rare.
All right,
but
let's
guess
roll.
what?
Roll,
we
roll,
also
roll.
got a super sticker of a really cute rainbow from Erin. At about the same time.
Thanks,
so here's what I recommend.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend we roll because that's the rules. The timer went off.
Yes.
And then we spin Erin's spin.
Okay, well you roll. Hurry up so that I can like pick a yarn.
Hurry up and roll. I've got granny squares to make.
I have granny squares to work on.
Okay.
Let's see how fast I go.
I'm rolling because the timer went off, and then we're spinning for Erin.
I'm kind of cheating. You better not roll a 5 because I just cut my yarn. Hurry up, hurry up.
All right, here we go. Roll coming. We got a 6.
Yeah. All right.
I think everyone can see that.
6. Tying it in. Here we go. Here we go.
We got a 6. So we're going to let Jayda get a couple of stitches in, maybe a shell or two. And then we're going to roll for Erin's super sticker.
Thank you, Erin. I love that it's a...
Now, I will not bother with the timer because you'll be a lot quicker than 2 minutes. So this does not count as a penalty.
Uh-oh, I'm getting a lot. No, I'm not. Haha. Yeah, I pre-wound the balls, so they were all kind of in their store-bought skiing style, but I rewound them before we got going here so that I knew that if I was pulling from the center, they would unwind nice and neatly. It's another thing that helps you kind of go really quickly. If you rewind your yarn, if you've got a yarn winder, Mr. Stitch just got me one for my birthday last year.
Shell says, I'm not sure about Jayda, but I could use finish the row as a spin. Wouldn't it be nice if you crocheters could all choose what you wanted to use? That's not the way this game works.
Not with this.
Not with Lula designing it.
Not with that wheel of
not
chaos.
with her creating half the rules here.
Little nut. All right. I'm zipping along pretty good.
All right, so now I think we should spin for Erin.
All right, we're gonna spin for
Erin. You got a corner in there. You got a corner. All right, here we go. Spinning for Erin. Oh, that wasn't a good one. Let's get a good one in there. There we go. Survey says.
Not bad.
Oh, by the way, we did go hunting around for Press Your Luck.
Yes, we found it.
Yes, thank you everyone for reminding me. There were 3 years in the 80s when it kind of started out. That's the one I remember.
Yep,
I don't remember the new one.
Yeah.
But my goodness, that brought back memories. No whammy, no whammy.
No whammy.
What's the thing they say? Big money, no whammy, no whammy. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so Erin spun and got color position switch up.
Color position switch up.
So Jayda's gonna switch up her colors there.
4 to 5. I'm now using number 5. 6 becomes 1. 1 becomes 1.
And I'm starting the timer because I'm tired of these penalties. You know, I feel like I'm getting more penalties than you, and you're the one that's cheating constantly.
Well, I can't see what you're doing, so I have to assume that you are cheating just as much as I am. It's that cat in the box theory. What was that guy's name? What's that? Somebody help me out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So-and-so's cat.
Sumptinger's, Kissinger's cat.
You sound like you're having a stroke.
Yeah, I'm having a stroke. Because I'm trying to sit my
Schroeder's cat.
I was half right. I was saying Kissinger. That's like a president or something.
Kissinger?
I don't know. I'll just shut up now. Take away his coffee. No, never. It's Schrodinger.
Schrodinger?
Schrodinger.
Schrodinger.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. Schrodinger's cat. Yes. And now I don't even remember why we were...
Yeah, I don't even know what I was thinking.
Okay.
I was way off.
I've got 5 rows done on this.
The Grinch. It's hard to pronounce that. Schrodinger's cat? Schrodinger's cat?
I think it's a German name.
Is that a German name?
Yeah.
Schroedinger.
Yeah, Schrogen.
Aha! Now I'm going to make faces at you.
I confuse it because I have one of my immune deficiencies is that I have Sjogren's syndrome. And so I'm so used to kind of looking for that or talking about that now when I hear that name, I want to say Sjogren's and not, oh my gosh.
Timer!
Timer.
Oh my goodness.
Time.
Unicorn would like to see an Animal Crossing Christmas.
Animal Crossing Christmas.
We do have plans for an Animal Crossing pattern.
Not enough time today.
Video. But that is not what's coming tomorrow.
No, that's not. I have started row 6, so I'm on row 6 of a granny. I might actually finish
that
one
looks
today.
pretty cool,
it's
actually.
beautiful.
I like it.
It's all like blues and a little bit of gray.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. All right.
Okay, so
You have to
timer's gone off. Let me make sure I didn't miss a wheel activation. I got Aaron, right?
Yep, Aaron's rainbow.
Okay. Yes, Aaron's rainbow. So we're rolling the die.
Yay.
Here we go. Gwen's lucky die. Let's see what we get. Jada's ready with her scissors. A 6.
A 6. Oh my gosh. Oh
Yes,
my gosh.
we love Animal Crossing too. And you know what? I don't know if it's still on sale.
I haven't done that.
But we purchased a
yeah.
little indie game over the weekend because Nintendo was having a sale.
It is. It's on sale until August.
It might still be on sale. And we were
Nintendo
so
shop.
impressed with this little game. It was so fun. It looked amazing.
It's called The Tourist, and it's spelled Tourist. The Tourist.
Yes. It's by an indie developer, small team.
Small team.
It's got gorgeous graphics.
Yes.
It's really fun.
It's really fun.
It's also it's not very long. It's about 10 hours.
Yeah, it's not a super long game. It's got some challenging bits in it. It's got a lot of puzzles
but
in
it is so charming and so well made and so polished.
Super family friendly.
So
perfectly fine for the kids.
For you gamers out there, we highly recommend it.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't put it down. I loved it.
Yeah.
And it was just so cute. And I was constantly laughing
we both,
at it too.
Like started it and just played it right through. It was just so good over the weekend.
This is what we do. This is what you do when you can't go anywhere. You stay
home,
so read a lot of books.
We know a lot of you. We know a lot of you viewers are into gaming and games. So
yeah. So The Tourist, Tourist, The Tourist.
So check it out. It's on sale.
The sort of the picture of it. So the main, if you're scrolling through the online shop and you're looking for the picture of the, I don't know what you'd call that, a poster. It looks like a cartoon. And it looks like a guy in a wild Hawaiian shirt, kind of like charging out the front. And there's a whole bunch of things kind of coming behind him. That's not what the actual gameplay. That's not what the artwork looks like in the game. The artwork in the game is this glorious, brightly colored, color saturated, like new glossy pixelated square. Everything's squares.
Yeah, blocks.
It's some of the prettiest graphic design I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, I can't stop talking.
So we've got a wheel activation. And it is a hippo.
Are you sure?
It's a hippo that looks like he's in pajamas.
Aww.
No.
Oh my god.
He's skydiving.
He's giving you.
No. He's exercising. I'm not sure what he's doing. Dancing. He's a dancing hippo. Maybe he's in a scuba outfit.
Do I need to take you to the eye doctor? He's skydiving in a scuba outfit, getting ready for bed. That's quite the animation.
Franca says her son is a gamer. Well, if he's into indie games or Nintendo, then have him check it out.
Yep.
It's we also highly recommend it because it's kind of a cheap game.
It's a cheap game. It's even on sale right now.
It's on sale.
Yeah, so you're not paying like $60, $80 for a game.
I think we paid like maybe $17 Canadian, which would be like even
14, 15?
14 US or less. I don't know.
Beep, 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 beep. I finished it. Ha!
You know what? You're kind of cheating because I'm sitting here talking video games and you're supposed to be putting your hooks down.
Whenever I want to distract him, I go, "Oh, honey, I heard there's a new video game. I think it has something to do with like a guy that like jumps on things." And he goes looking for it. And I'm like, "Oh, finish."
A guy like he jumps on stuff. Okay, so how are we going to? Plant Mix sent us the dancing hippo.
Thank you, Plant Mix.
So are we?
Oh, so it's a dancing hippo. Is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with dancing hippo in a skydiving outfit. That's my call. So we have to spin the wheel.
Oh,
but
it's so pretty.
You finished.
That's okay. I finished. So typically, while you were spinning, I would pick up a granny and continue.
So I guess you get to choose.
So if you finish a granny square playing this game, you can either start a new one from scratch or pick up a previously unfinished granny and continue with that one. So I will start sifting through my grannies while you spin for plant mix. You can decide I'm on that color. I've got some really little ones here. Maybe I'll work on one that I can almost finish. I'm going to finish.
Okay, so Jayda gets to pick her square. One of the unfinished ones. Now we're going to roll for our dancing hippo from Plant Mix. Ready?
Yes, okay.
Here we go.
Hook down.
We got finish the row. Oh, aren't you lucky?
Plant Mix likes me.
Yeah, Plant Mix is being kind.
Good energy, Plant Mix. This is great. So I'm going to finish this row. I'm exercising my decision with this particular spin to finish this row because then that will finish this granny square. So
all right.
Yeah.
So hey, it's your call. You got Lula set the rules.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got a wheel activation from Every Color Cal.
Hey, hi Cal.
Hello, Team Lula. Yay, chaos. Hashtag Team Lula.
Hashtag
Yay,
Team
chaos.
Lula. Woohoo.
Yes, I agree. Yay, chaos. The more caffeine, the better. So technically Jayda is allowed to finish her row.
I'm finishing the row.
So she wants to finish her row. So we're going to let her do that. So there's no need to start the timer, Mr. InStitches.
Uh-huh.
I get to sip my coffee for longer. It's a skydiving hippo pulling the cord and waving. Everyone's chiming in on the hippo.
The skydiving.
The dancing or sign language. Spin the wheel. A Zumba hippo. Is it a Zumba hippo?
That's cute. Is it a Zumba hippo?
Maybe.
Zumba, that's a dance. That's an exercising dance craze.
Maybe that's what it is.
One of my girlfriends
Maybe it's a
did
Zumba hippo. He looks like he's wearing like a specific outfit. Does that Zumba have specific outfits?
I don't know. I don't know if Zumba's has.
Is Zumba when you dance on those bouncing balls? Like when you're bouncing on those balls? Is that Zumba? You know those big, huge balls that you were using as a chair?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Is that what Zumba is when you throw those balls at each other?
Pong. That's dodgeball.
You know what I mean, though. You know how there is like that exercise with that ball? Or is Zumba something else?
Zumba's dancing. Like it's a dancing workout.
It's
not
aerobics.
Yeah, it's like a and it's like a high energy. Like my friend Kelly, she says whenever she finishes a
Wendy says it's a hippo doing the Macarena.
The Macarena. Kelly says she's like drenched in sweat when she finishes it.
In Zumba. So it's pretty hardcore.
It's pretty hardcore, yeah.
Zumba is dancing, says Amy.
Yeah.
Hook down, spin time.
All right, I am.
Well, technically she's allowed to finish
the
row because the last rule was finish the row.
So I opted to finish the whole row. That is another square finished, and that one is real sharp.
Oh my goodness. These are turning out amazing.
They are so pretty.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely have more than enough. I think I already have more than enough to make a scarf. I mean, because they're kind of large. Let's take a
Yes. E. Peaches says, I have allowed milkweed to grow in my backyard, and now I'm enjoying the monarch butterflies.
Yeah.
We do the same thing. We let the milkweed grow all over the yard.
It's the only thing they can eat.
And it's pretty much the only food that they want. So if you want to see beautiful butterflies, leave your milkweeds.
Yeah, leave some weeds.
And your mullein.
Yes. That's number 2.
And your wildflowers.
Number 3.
Wildflowers are important. Most people call them weeds. They're actually called wildflowers.
What's the sign we saw last night? A weed is just a plant. A weed is just a plant whose properties haven't been discovered, attributes haven't been discovered yet, or something.
Yes.
It's cute. I like it.
A weed is name that humans made up.
Well, most flowers have been have been propagated from naturally occurring flowers or wildflowers or even weeds, right?
Of course.
Because they're strong, they're powerful.
Yeah.
So they make a good base for an actual flower. Look at this. Okay, guys, how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 squares. How long are these? These squares are, holy
Team Lula.
smokes. These are almost 9-inch squares, 22.5 centimeter squares. And I've got, so think of this now, like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yes. Oh yes, 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 yes.
Let me get the thingy off there for a second.
This is going to be so pretty. Oh my gosh. But look how big they are, right? If I sort of stick a bunch of them together, just hold a couple here. So there's one. They're gonna like just if I was gonna make a cowl, I'd only need 4 of these. And
They're
I already
huge.
have, I know they're so big. So I already have enough to make a scarf.
You want to show them quick before we
I just
go to the spin? Did you show them all?
I just went through them all. I've already got enough to make a whole scarf, and I've got, so these are so nice. So there's the scarf taken care of. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. I've got 1.
You're getting fluff in
2,
my coffee.
Sorry, sweetie. 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's all kinds of yarn fluff
7.
in here.
I know, it's a very fluffy place. 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 unfinished granny squares, and I've already got enough to make a scarf. So I'm either going to have to make a second scarf or
a blanket.
Oh, what can I make that goes
a
with
poncho?
Oh my gosh.
A
I am
poncho.
going to make a big bohemian bag
Oh.
to match the scarf. Also
Oh.
lined. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
That sounds good. You
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
line it?
I'm gonna line
Like a
it.
big one.
Yeah,
like
big
a nice
one.
big.
Like just ridiculous. Like just, like Milan runway. Oh yeah. Okay.
All right, so we've got some people here waiting for the spin.
Okay, okay,
They
okay.
know that there's a spin coming. So this, I believe, the next spin was from Every Color Kel.
All right. So technically,
And then we got a new member joining. Thank you very much, Christian.
yeah. All right.
Joined.
Thank you.
So you get to choose,
I get
right? Because the timer.
The
ran
timer.
out.
Well, I finished a square, so technically, I have to grab another square.
So you get to choose your square,
So I'm
and
going
we're
to-
gonna spin for Every Color
I'm
Kel.
just gonna get a couple stitches in here.
Here we go.
All right.
Commence chaos. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to turn the camera on. I did spin it. We got spin again.
Aha!
Convenient.
Thank you, Kel.
Kel is being kind. Kind Kel.
Kind Kel. Huh.
Return to a previous granny.
Well.
Well, would you look at that?
Hmm.
It's your choice.
I wonder if I'm going to.
You're the
you know
queen.
what? I'm going to.
You're the queen of this castle.
I'm exercising a little bit of chaos of my own. I'm going to untie this yarn. I'm going to leave this one the way it was. I'm going to go back and pick another one based on, this is the yarn I'm using right now.
E. Peaches says, a blanket, please. Yes, a bohemian bag. I'm going crazy. Yeah, it sounds like you're going crazy with that. E. Peaches wants a blanket and a bohemian
A blanket
bag.
and a bohemian bag.
Yes.
I might have enough left to do like everything.
I like that idea.
I definitely
That's a great
like
idea.
the
I'm
idea.
sure everyone would love to see that.
I really like the.
Jill says, great idea.
I love bags. I love them.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, right now you don't have a whole lot of reasons to like drag one around, but I find when I make myself,
You can pretend you're
you can
going
protect
out.
your going somewhere.
We saw the funniest commercial on YouTube this morning
Oh, it was
where
so
this
cute.
family was in the car and
Yeah.
they were all like, hey, we're going on vacation.
All
And the
right.
little kids were in the back seat. And everyone was like, yeah. And then they drive around the block and go back into the driveway. And they're like, we're here.
Yeah.
Staycation. And then,
Staycation 2020.
and then the kids,
And the little kid looks in the backseat and goes,
he goes, what? And he's got like all the swimming gear. Like he was ready for the beach.
it was so cute. Made us laugh really hard.
Yeah, that was a good commercial.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the chat here. Let's see. I didn't bother starting the timer because we
You know what? That wasn't a good commercial because I have no idea what it's for. We watched the whole commercial.
Well,
I loved
it was hilarious and it was
so
for
cute.
staycation.
I loved
but
it.
what
Well,
was it
I
actually
had no
for?
idea what it was for.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Yeah. adorable commercial. The kids were just so darn cute.
It was funny.
And it was funny.
It was well done.
It was so well done. I have no idea
what was it for? Car insurance?
I have no
Isn't
idea.
everything car insurance?
I don't know.
House insurance?
I don't know.
All right, back to the game. I'm going to spin for Christian. New member joining.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right.
Here we go. Jayda's had her fun.
Mm-hmm.
Spinning for Christian. Here we go. We get. Spin again.
Aha!
So you get to continue a
few
little
more
bit.
stitches in here. I'm on my
Lula's annoyed. She's like, no.
I like
Oh,
this.
that was a bad one. Here's a good one. Start a new granny.
Oh,
all right,
no.
Christian.
All right.
That's the best one. Best one. We also have a wheel activation from Shelly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I'm going to start this one.
So we're going to let Jayda start a new one. And then we're going to spin for Shelly. I love making bags, says Shelly.
Me too. They're so fun. I love bags. Like, I feel like I have a lot, but I feel like I'm always reaching for another one, you know? Like I have bags that are good for small projects to take on the road. I have bags that are good for big projects to take on the road. I've got bags that I like to use for shopping. I've got bags that I like to, carry my yarn or my clothes or something in. So there's.
Hi. Kelly says, I've seen that commercial. It was hilarious.
It was so cute.
Yeah, I loved it.
So I still don't know what it was.
I love how the kids in the back were just full, geared for vacation. Like, they had their bags, they had their beach gear on. Like, they were like, yeah. And then they look at the parents like, what?
Yeah. Oh,
what?
What do you mean? Oh,
we're home. Staycation 2020. That was so funny.
I loved it.
All right. Where are we? We've got a spin for Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put your hook down. Hook down. I know that look. Trying to sneak in stitches. All right. We're spinning for Shelly. Here we go. Can we trip up Jayda? Trip up Jayda. Start a new granny. Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
You are going to be making a blanket for the house. The whole house is going to have a blanket.
Each one of these. These.
Thank you, Shelly.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Explosion idea.
A poncho.
Well, that's what I said 20 minutes ago.
Did you say poncho?
I said poncho.
Did you say poncho?
Mm-hmm.
I beg your pardon.
It's all on record.
I must have heard it subconsciously. Did he say poncho or is he just having me on?
I said poncho. I think I said shawl and then I said poncho.
A poncho would be awesome.
Now you're making me doubt myself. Did I say poncho?
Maybe you read it. Maybe somebody else said
No, I'm pretty sure I said poncho. I was thinking poncho.
Were you?
Yeah, the yellow granny square one
Yeah.
we did?
Yeah.
I was thinking of that.
Well, a poncho would be great out of this stuff. Oh. Ooh.
Amy is no help. I didn't hear him say poncho. Mm-hmm. You guys aren't helping. Unicorn, yes, he said poncho.
He did. Okay. All right. Mr. InStitches.
I'm celebrating over
for the
here.
win.
Yep. Aaron agrees. Robin agrees.
Okay. So maybe I should make a poncho.
I said poncho.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
And I just
don't listen to me ever.
I don't ever listen to you. And
Why would you?
And then I hear everything you say subconsciously, and then I think I've come up with the
idea. And then
myself.
you go, wow, what a great idea.
What? I just had this great idea. Oh, is that why you look like you want to kill me sometimes? Hey, honey, I just had this great idea.
Lynn says, make a bag.
I'm going to do both.
Well, you know what? You have enough granny squares to do a bag, a matching shawl, scarf, bag, and poncho. So why not?
I'm going to do the scarf because that's what I said I would do.
We're definitely taking photos in the fall.
I'm definitely going to make a bag. Yeah, definitely. This is fall stuff. I'm definitely going to make a bag, but I might scale down the size of the bag so that I can scale up the size of the poncho.
We will absolutely show everyone what Jayda makes with these squares.
Yeah, we'll even show you.
We'll either do a live stream or we'll do a video. Sure. Maybe we'll do a tutorial. Okay. We'll do something.
All right, I'm just finishing the second row of this granny that I just started. And where are we at time-wise? Oh my gosh.
think I have to change the timer if you practically know in your head.
I think I need to give my wrist a little bit of a break, so I think we'll
wrap
call
it up.
We'll call it for today as far as the game is concerned.
Okay, so we're at an hour and a half.
Oh, good. Okay.
We just now got a new member join.
Hey, thank you.
Welcome to Charlotte.
Okay, we'll spin it for Charlotte.
So we'll spin for Charlotte, but that's it. We're gonna wrap it up
here. And we've just got a couple of little bits and pieces to talk about before we close off. And so while you spin, quick note to everybody that we are having a Christmas in July special video premiere tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, which is GMT -4. And we're both going to be in the live chat to talk with everybody, but it's a pre-recorded video. So it's not a live stream, but it's premiering, which means that when you pop in to watch it, like we'll both be there able to talk with you in the live chat. So tune in for a little Christmas in July celebration tomorrow. And did I have anything else to say? No, I didn't. Rest assured, whatever projects we end up turning all of these granny squares into, we will be documenting how we do.
If anyone wants to play at home with friends or family, we do have a very detailed digital version of the game in our Etsy shop.
Yeah,
it
includes
has all the
rules, pattern for the granny square, some
templates.
It's got the rules and everything in it.
If you want to be ready for next one, you can check out our first video that has the Cole's notes of the rules in the description box.
And several of you mentioned that you can go back and to the first version, like the first round, the second round, and the third round, and continue to play watching those over and over again. So you can just kind of continue to play where you left off, go back and watch either the first, the second, or even the third again. And you can continue to play, and you just basically wait for the thing that happens next, whether it's a rule or a spin,
and it works
and you
out
can
every
continue
time.
making your granny squares. So I'm going to hold off on the grannies until we play again, which we will definitely do.
Yes, we'll do it again. I want to continue
making some more of these.
So Shell asks, what supplies are needed for tomorrow?
Okay, we can tell you that.
Yes.
Because I almost gave it away earlier, and I'm like, how do I do this?
You better watch what you say.
So, scrap yarn of very natural colors.
Well, that's not necessary.
Some beads.
It could be any color, really.
Some beads.
Hook size?
And a 4.5 millimeter hook or a G6. So a size 7 or a size G6. So you can go 4.25 or 4.5. So somewhere in that neighborhood.
It'll be at 10:30 Eastern. So whatever that is
GMT
for
-4.
GMT -4.
And it'll be a premiere. So we'll be in the chat.
We'll be in the chat live.
And that's that.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to it. We're excited. Our little Christmas in July special.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with us today. We hope you started off your
Wait
weekend.
a sec. Sorry. Before
we
go,
gotta do the spin.
We have to spin. We had one more. Charlotte joined our channel membership, and we are going to spin for Charlotte, and then we'll wrap it up.
And then we're done. Okay.
Okay. So first of all, big welcome to Charlotte. Welcome to the InStitches family. And do you have a yarn, or are we just going to spin?
Yeah.
See what happens. Here we go. Spinning for Charlotte.
What's it going to be?
What do we got? Blind scrap grab.
Right.
That's a good one.
So I am.
So we'll let you do a row.
Well, I'll finish a
corner.
little bit. I will blind scrap grab. I will tie in the yarn, and I'll get it started. And then we will call it a day. And everything you see as it is right here, we're going to leave it. So I'm not going to work on my grannies until the next round.
We'll do a round 4.
There we go. All right.
Sometime in the near future.
Okay. So I've started it. We can wrap it up now. And we will see you guys tomorrow. I got to rest my hands. So
I won't bother with the timer.
I'm going to take a little break. But we will see you guys tomorrow. So stay safe, stay crafty. We'll see you tomorrow morning for Christmas in July. Thank you for playing along. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the super stickers. Thank you for joining our community. Thank you just for hanging out with us today. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm so excited. It's a twofer. It's a twofer this week.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.